The pounding rain echoed Liam's turbulent thoughts as he tossed another bag of rubbish into the dumpster behind his garage. Lightning crackled overhead, briefly illuminating the darkness. That's when he saw it, a faint, ethereal glow emanating from amidst the refuse. His heart thudded with a mix of curiosity and apprehension as he approached the mysterious source of light. Pushing aside discarded tools and debris, Liam's hands closed around something soft and warm. Wrapping his fingers around the object, he slowly peeled back layers of fabric to reveal the unbelievable. A small, otherworldly creature nestled within. Wide-eyed and breathless, Liam cradled the alien baby in his arms, his mind racing with a million questions. Where had it come from? How had it ended up here, in his dumpster on this stormy night? But amidst the chaos of his thoughts, one thing was clear. He couldn't leave it out here in the rain. Without a second thought, Liam hurried back into the shelter of his garage, the alien baby's soft coos a comforting reassurance in the midst of the tempest raging outside. As Liam huddled with the alien baby in the safety of his garage, his mind whirled with questions and uncertainty. He had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary, something that defied all logic and reason. But as he gazed into the creature's wide, innocent eyes, a sense of connection washed over him, a primal instinct to protect and nurture. Lost in his thoughts, Liam barely noticed the surveillance footage playing on the small monitor in the corner of the garage. It wasn't until the sound of footsteps approaching that he tore his gaze away, his heart lurching in his chest as he caught sight of Dr. Amelia Kane's familiar face. "Mr. Harris," Dr. Kane's voice cut through the tension, her eyes narrowed with suspicion as she took in the scene before her. "What do we have here?" Liam's jaw tightened as he struggled to come up with a plausible explanation, his mind racing to find a way to protect the alien baby from Dr. Kane's prying eyes. But before he could formulate a response, Dr. Kane's gaze hardened, her lips curling into a sinister smile. "It seems you've stumbled upon something quite remarkable, Mr. Harris," she remarked, her tone dripping with malice. "But I'm afraid it belongs to me now." With Dr. Kane's ominous warning ringing in his ears, Liam knew he had to act fast. Gathering supplies and mustering his courage, he made a split-second decision to flee Sydney and seek refuge in the vast expanse of the Australian outback. As he raced through the night, the alien baby cradled in his arms, Liam's mind buzzed with adrenaline-fueled determination. He couldn't let Dr. Kane get her hands on the alien, not if it meant subjecting it to her twisted experiments. But as the miles stretched on and fatigue began to set in, doubts crept into Liam's mind. What if he wasn't capable of protecting the alien? What if he was leading them both into even greater danger? Pushing aside his fears, Liam pressed on, guided by a fierce sense of purpose and a stubborn refusal to give up. The outback stretched out before him, an endless expanse of rugged beauty and untamed wilderness, a sanctuary where he hoped they could find safety and solace. As Liam and the alien baby sought refuge in the heart of the outback, they stumbled upon a group of nomadic travelers, a ragtag band of survivors eking out a living in the harsh Australian landscape. Led by a grizzled outback guide named Jack, the travelers eyed Liam and the alien baby with a mix of suspicion and curiosity. But despite their initial reservations, they begrudgingly offered them shelter and protection, sensing that there was more to Liam's story than met the eye. However, tension soon arose within the group as Jack's second-in-command, a fiery woman named Sarah, voiced her doubts about Liam's true intentions. With Dr. Kane's operatives closing in, Liam found himself caught in the middle of a power struggle, one that threatened to tear the fragile alliance apart. But as the stakes grew higher and the danger loomed ever closer, Liam knew he had to put aside his differences with the travelers and unite against their common enemy. For in the unforgiving wilderness of the outback, survival depended on strength, courage, and a willingness to stand together in the face of adversity. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the dusty plains, Liam, and the travelers braced themselves for the inevitable confrontation with Dr. Kane and her operatives. With each passing moment, the tension grew thicker, until it felt like the air itself crackled with electricity. And then, just as Liam began to fear they had been abandoned to their fate, a convoy of government vehicles appeared on the horizon, kicking up clouds of dust as they barreled towards the nomadic camp. Heart pounding in his chest, Liam took a deep breath and prepared to face whatever lay ahead. With the alien baby cradled in his arms, he stood shoulder to shoulder with Jack and the other travelers, a ragtag band of misfits united by a common cause. And as Dr. Kane and her operatives descended upon them, Liam knew that the true test of their strength and resolve was about to begin. For in the harsh, unforgiving wilderness of the outback, only the strongest would survive, and only those willing to fight for what they believed in would emerge victorious.